So that's kind of what we're talking about. Raul says, come on, please tell me that the call by Joel Wilson on Jadeja DRS against Root was absolutely shit. Bat was clearly next to or behind the pad. It was clear from side on. Come on! Okay, I thought the LBW of Duckett was pretty shit too. I thought that was out and should have been given on the field. And so I don't know what you want, Raul. Yeah, I thought it was definitely bad. I actually thought generally there wasn't as much hype around this. Shastri mentioned it. We talked about it a lot on TalkSport, but it didn't feel like it. And like I was Googling and checking on Twitter and stuff to see if people were talking about it. Comparatively, I thought it was quite low end. I think this shows again why we should have specialist third umpires. The reason that Joel Wilson didn't do this is he saw the noise and he didn't realize that the noise came from the bat hitting the pad. I think that's an acceptable mistake. I think there is a large percentage of the umpires who are umpiring around the world who would have made that mistake, maybe 20, 30%. The issue is that really what should have happened is there's a camera angle that you can get from either mid-on or mid-off that's quite low, which does actually show you quite often if there is an inside edge onto the pads. We saw it in the last test match, and it happened, and the umpires were able to get the correct decision. That wasn't shown. If you had a specialist third umpire, that would have been shown. But this is, this is what happens. England had a bunch of line ball go against them last game. India's going to have some this game. It's funny, in this series so far, I've been told by both sets of fans that DRS is, or the umpires are against their team. It's not been a well-umpired series. I think that's fair to say, and I did think they were quite random, the umpiring at time today, and that was a bad decision. But I also don't think it's been a terribly umpired series, and I certainly don't think it's been biased against either team. It's been a little bit more spasmodic than you would like, but yeah. Dion says, how much would India be happy with in the second innings? Seems like they're doing okay. And Rahul says, just to follow on, I'm not cribbing on DRS, but on Joel. With all the camera angles and time available for the third umpire, this is rubbish. Yeah, as I said, Rahul, it's ridiculous that this keeps happening. I'm not slandering Joel Wilson. He made a mistake. Umpires make mistakes all the time. And as I said, the original footage that he was shown, I actually think a lot of people might have thought that was an edge from the bat. I think he was wrong, and I don't think it was from the bat, but I can see why that would happen. But here's my question on this, is why does this keep happening, right? And it keeps happening because, at best, you are a third umpire 33% of the time, right? And to become a third umpire, you had to be a great umpire out in the middle. So everything that you're good at, right, changes when you get in that booth. It's a different kind of umpiring job. You need to know what to ask for, right? In the first place, we used to see umpires stuff up the protocols. They're much better at the protocols now, although occasionally they still stuff those up. But not knowing to ask for that camera angle that I know to ask for, and that... Who's the umpire in the last game? I can't remember who the third umpire was in the last game. Was it Tucker? Whoever it was. He knew to ask for it. That tells you that there's an issue here. They should be in a machine with independent people that they work with all the time, that are all working towards getting the right decision at all stages. It shouldn't be the situation that we currently have. There's no reason why this can't be better. Me and Adam Collins have talked about this till we're blue in the face. And these mistakes keep happening with third umpires because they don't know what to ask for, because that's not their full-time job. I don't see why we still need this. And I'm not really sure what the overall reason for that may be. Ravi